A new vignette tonight from Bayley as the voices in her head get stronger. Tonight, it was Hugger Bayley and Hill Bayley seemingly getting louder and clearer, reminding Bayley of her past accomplishments, her past glory. And it seemed a bit more interesting tonight because at the end, it felt like Bayley learnt to control those voices. I still think this is leading to a new character of Bayley, but I've got no idea what that character is going to look like. No idea if it's a face, no idea if it's a heel, and that's why these vignettes are so good. There will be Easter eggs. When you go back, when the new Bayley debuts, you'll see, oh, this is what she meant in this bit, this is what that line meant, but you just can't piece it together until that moment. With the immediate concern of Lyra Valkyria again tonight for Bayley, it does make you think, okay, the first feud for this new Bayley will be Lyra. How that plays out, we'll have to wait and see. And when it plays out, who knows? Will there be another vignette next week? Will the new Bayley arrive? Dunno. This is things you might have missed from WWE Raw. Make sure you hit the like button. And if you are new to the channel, go ahead, hit the subscribe button too. Was there a Chris Jericho tease tonight on Raw? Now, I'm not sold on this. Don't start getting excited. I'll explain why in a moment. But a lot of people seemingly think this might be a tease. Let's talk about it. Roxanne Perez would face off with Rhea Ripley tonight. And during the match, Corey Graves would say that since Roxanne has come to the WWE main roster, she's sat under the learning tree of the Judgment Day. The learning tree is a recent gimmick of Chris Jericho's in AEW, and it could just be a figure of speech. But a lot of people are pointing out the fact that Corey did this when CM Punk was coming back to WWE. As a one-time thing, I really don't think this is something to get your teeth into and to think too hard about. But it's worth remembering. And next week or the week after, if we start hearing Corey Graves say other references to Jericho, maybe then we can look back and go, oh, do you know what I mean? Just take a minute to acknowledge the smugness of Roman Reigns tonight. And do you know what? He deserved it. Going back to Money in the Bank 2023, where he received chants of stand up if you hate Roman. Tonight in Birmingham, England, he received chants of stand up if you love Roman. Roman would start the show tonight by saying he's not the same Roman Reigns he used to be. But he can be. It would be Bronson Reed and Paul Heyman who would come out to interrupt Roman Reigns, like we didn't know that was going to happen. Credit where it's due though, this was a really good promo, lots of hype built, and great to see Bronson Reed getting mic time. But yes, this led to a brawl, one of my favourite things in wrestling, and Roman and Bronson, well, they brawled. Bronson did try to steal the shoes of Roman again, unsuccessful tonight. But I thought this was 20 minutes of fun. Some major issues tonight in the first match of the show between Dragon Lee and JD McDonagh, which low-key seemed like an absolute banger, but of course overshadowed by the lagging, the audio issues, and obviously just a satellite being fucked up. That's what it was. I hope WWE sees that and actually uploads the full match onto YouTube, because actually the match was good for what we saw. We got saved though by AJ Styles. Literally, AJ appeared and that's it, everything fixed. Brilliant. Thank you, AJ. As AJ Styles will come out to neutralise Dominik Mysterio at ringside, AJ obviously wants that IC championship, and Dragon Lee would pick up the win tonight. Another weird glitch tonight. This one was really weird, to be fair. During the ad break, we'd hear from Judgment Day's Raquel and Roxanne, and they played it twice, but they actually didn't. Your stream kind of skipped backwards, and then you had to go and press watch live. Like, how does that even happen? We found out tonight that Stephanie Vaquer's championship match at Clash in Paris is cancelled. With the championship surrendered and there's no current champion, Adam Pearce has a plan but needs 1 week to finalise the deal. So next week we're going to find out when the match is going to happen and who Stephanie is going to face. Let the speculation begin in the comment section down below. Who do you think Stephanie is going to face for the Women's Championship? The question is though, WWE has known about this Naomi situation for we think about 2 or 3 weeks now. How have you not got a backup plan for Clash in Paris? Come on. We did find out at Clash on Sunday it will be Nikki Bella versus Becky Lynch for the Women's IC Championship. Gotta be honest though, for me, this promo just did not hit tonight. There was definitely some good lines in there. This wasn't all bad. But I feel like their promo the other week, you know, remember when Becky brought up John Cena and stuff? Like, that is something that probably won't be topped. And asking them just to do another promo, it's always going to fall flat, isn't it? Rhea Ripley would defeat Roxanne Perez in one-on-one action tonight. Another banger of a match, by the way. Earlier on, we saw Io Sky say to Rhea, look, we need to keep our distance. And in the background, when they hugged, was the Kabuki Warriors, Asuka and Kairi Sane. And Asuka completely lost it. Obviously upset that Io is their friend, seemingly partnering up with Rhea Ripley when she has the Kabukis right there. Io Sky would come out and save Rhea Ripley after the Judgment Day would try and beat her down after the match, standing tall with Rhea. And yes, the Kabuki Warriors, Asuka, really hated this. Kairi leaving with Asuka. We are definitely doing a tag match, aren't we? Rhea and Io versus the Kabuki Warriors. I'm down for it. This week it was Kofi Kingston's chance to face Penta. Bigger story in this match, though, was Grayson Waller at ringside. He had a petition to get rid and ban the Mexican Destroyer from WWE forever. Totally didn't say anything about the Canadian Destroyer, though. Maybe that's a bit of a loophole if it gets through, right? By the way, Xavier Woods had another brand new hat on this week. Is he becoming like the Hat Man of WWE? Big G, Grayson Waller, also had some sunglasses on tonight. Well, I say he did, because Penta kicked him in the face and shattered the sunglasses. Wow. There was a bit of a botch in the match, but nothing too important. It kind of looked actually okay. We know it was a botch. Penta found another way to bring Kofi back in the ring, but it still looked cool. The end result, though, was Kofi Kingston defeating Penta tonight. I really wasn't expecting that. I do feel like there might be a bit of a story here, that last week Xavier Woods couldn't defeat Penta, but Kofi Kingston can. In a later promo, Kofi was like, I avenged Xavier Woods, but you know what? I don't know. I feel like there's something more important going on there between the New Day. Again this week, we'd see Dominik Mysterio prioritising talking to El Grande Americano. What is going on here? Are we seeing a union? That's the question we've been wondering. I still wonder it. Maybe Dom gets help next week? Because we found out that next week on Raw from Paris, it will be Dirty Dom versus AJ one-on-one. A little bit of just desserts tonight because Dominik Mysterio kind of set Finn Balor up with a match against AJ Styles one-on-one. To be fair, another banger. Finn versus AJ. It's a feud that I'd never want to see end. I love it. AJ Styles pick up the win tonight, defeating Finn Balor. And of course, using the Styles Clash to do it. We don't see the Styles Clash that often anymore, so always fun when you do. Some video package promos tonight. First off for Rusev, and then later on a really good one by Sheamus. With Sheamus saying that he's awoken the beast, the monster that Rusev can be. And he's seeing that passion come back to Rusev. You know what? I'm excited for their match in Paris. It will be this Sunday, a good old-fashioned Donnybrook match. A potential tease by Seth Rollins tonight as he told the Vision that they are on the verge of becoming more. What does that mean? Now, the first thoughts are, is there going to be another new member to the Vision? Maybe someone helps Seth at Clash in Paris. The odds are against him, as we'd hear from all three of his opponents, CM Punk, LA Knight, and Jey Uso tonight in preparation for that main event match at Clash in Paris. Tonight's main event was LA Knight versus Bron Breakker, and it was the exact same formula we've seen multiple times, as Bron Breakker would actually get the win, no disqualification ending, which was nice. Seth obviously come out during the match, later Jey Uso would come out, and yes, we'd have a brawl to end Raw. CM Punk would then come out trying to equalise the numbers, and Seth would hold back Bron, because this was interesting. Punk and LA Knight getting into each other's face, going at it again. This time with Jey Uso super kicking LA Knight after Punk pushed Knight into Jey. But that wasn't all. Jey Uso with a super kick to CM Punk. I've got to be very clear. I don't think this was a heel turn from Jey Uso. I think this is a focused Jey Uso ahead of the title match this Sunday at Clash in Paris. That's all I think it is. But could there be more to it? A very decent Raw tonight. Obviously a few technical issues, and the ending's the same. It's the same thing every week. We need something spicy, WWE. Please. For me, a respectable 7.5 out of 10. Let me know your thoughts in the comments section down below. If you are new to the channel, hit the subscribe button, like the video, and I'll see you next time. Peace!